YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back for another episode at the Bettors Edge. Guys, we are here bringing a full breakdown for tomorrow evening's Cotton Bowl, the very first game in our college football slate of action. It's the only game on the slate tomorrow. I'm going to break down each and every single game in this week's college football playoff, but we're going to start with the biggest game on the slate, in my opinion. It's not the best game as far as on-field matchup and as far as entertainment is concerned, but it's the biggest play that I have on the card. Right now, we have Ohio State sitting as 9.5-point favorites. This game is being played in Arlington, Texas, as I mentioned, in the Cotton Bowl. Going up against the University of Miami, guys. We have the number 2 team in the country in Ohio State and the number 10 team in the country in the Miami Hurricanes battling it out. Guys, this game is simple. You have two of the best defenses in the entire country facing off against each other. This game is going to come down rather simply to which team offensively is going to be able to move the ball. Obviously, we're not talking about here a game in which we're predicting who's going to win this game outright. That's most likely going to be the Ohio State Buckeyes. They are, if not the best team in the entire country, one of the best teams in the entire country, and they are the reigning defending champions. However, when you're looking at this game stylistically and the way that these teams match up, they're nearly identical. I would say that the biggest edge that the Ohio State Buckeyes have is going to be in their quarterback. Julian Sayin is a far superior quarterback than Carson Beck. I think that goes without saying. However, when you're talking about laying 9.5 points in this spot, guys, in my opinion, it's just too many points to be giving this Hurricanes team. This Hurricanes team has a couple of things going for them in their advantage. Number one, their defensive line is elite. We saw their defense, especially that defensive front, really dominate the game against Texas A&M. We've seen a similar situation with a little bit of an inferior defensive line the last time this Ohio State Buckeyes team took the field when they faced off against the Indiana Hoosiers. And the Indiana Hoosiers up front with their defensive line were really able to control that matchup. If the Hoosiers were able to control the game with their defensive line, I anticipate the Hurricanes having similar success with their superior defensive line. With that said, not only do the Hurricanes boast an elite defensive line, their offensive line on the other side of the ball is full of mammoths. I don't anticipate them having an elite amount of success on the ground. However, if the Miami Hurricanes are able to get their ground game going a little bit better than what I anticipate, I wouldn't be shocked whatsoever if the Miami Hurricanes turn into a live dog with an opportunity to win this game outright. I predicted earlier in this video that I anticipate the Buckeyes winning this game outright. I still expect that to be true, and I expect the Buckeyes to win this game. However, as I mentioned, if the Hurricanes' ground game can be a little bit more productive than what I anticipate and not put this game solely on the shoulders of Carson Beck, I wouldn't be shocked whatsoever if this game comes down to the wire and the Hurricanes, as I said, become a live dog to win this game outright. But with that said, regardless of how productive the Canes end up being on the ground, whether it's mediocre productivity or beyond that, give me the Miami Hurricanes as a 5-star college football playoff game of the week, plus 9.5 points tomorrow as our best bet to cover the spread. I just think this Miami Hurricanes team defensively, with their defensive line and the mammoths that they boast on their offensive line, are going to be able to do enough to keep this game within the number. Ohio State is a superior team. They have far more talent offensively, and they're equally as talented defensively. I just think when we're looking at laying 9.5 points in this spot, with the amount of prep time that both teams have had to get ready for this matchup, with the significance of this game, we haven't seen the Hurricanes play in this significant of a game in over 20 years. I expect we're going to get the best of their performance tomorrow night, and as I mentioned, I expect them to cover the number. We are an absolute heater in college football, guys. I will be back to break down the remaining 3 college football playoff games that we have coming on New Year's Day tomorrow. But first and foremost, we're going to cash the Cotton Bowl for a 5-star winner. Guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm here each and every single day giving you guys expert picks, expert analysis, and we are in the green for the entirety of this college football season as it pertains to where we stand right now.